Right now at noon, the Madison community mourns the lives lost in the Abundant Life Christian School shooting, where police are in their investigation. Plus, new charges in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, when the suspect could be extradited. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us today at noon. I'm Josh Breiter. We continue to follow up with the ongoing investigation into this week's school shooting in Madison. Right now, police are combing through the recent past of the alleged 15-year-old female shooter. Authorities are looking into her online activity and social ties to determine a motive. ATF has traced ownership of the weapon she used, but law enforcement hasn't yet figured out how she got her hands on it. School security is under the microscope, including one thing the school did not have during Monday's attack.
Why didn't the school have a resource officer?
Our focus is on providing a community where the kids are safe, but that doesn't always involve a resource officer as the only answer to that question.
The school is considering new security measures, including adding a resource officer in the new year. The school is outfitted with cameras, and staff do visual checks of students throughout the school. The Madison community is coming together to heal from the school shooting. One of the many vigils happened in the area at a church in Monona, the incident that really hit home for the church's pastor. He has 3 kids who attend Abundant Life Christian School. He says 2 of his children were in school the day of the shooting.
He told me today, he's like, Papi, when this was happening, I try to be strong. I didn't know what was going on.
The pastor says spaces like his church matter in a time of tragedy and that it has nothing to do with religion. Madison police are also investigating fake threats to MMSD schools. Several schools went into secure status Tuesday when they received hoax calls. The calls said an armed person was outside their buildings. The caller allegedly spoofed themselves to appear under the phone number 988. That's the number for the National Suicide and Crisis Prevention Lifeline. Madison police quickly deemed the calls as not credible. School leaders and police are urging families to report concerns anonymously through Speak Up and Speak Out.
Let me be clear on this point. Making false threats is a crime, and we are working with the district attorneys to prosecute these crimes as information is gathered. And if we have to do that, we certainly will. I encourage all parents, all family members to talk to your loved ones about this.
Chief Barnes says they will investigate where the fake threats originated. He says there may be federal charges in the case. You can find all of our shooting coverage on the Channel 3000 mobile app. We'll also push any updates right to your phone. Download it for free wherever you get your apps. Right now, one person is hurt after they were shot last night in Janesville. Police say they got a call about the incident around 7:30. Officers were sent to North High Street. They say there does not appear to be any threat to the community at this time. The shooting's victim's condition unknown at this hour. It's also not known if any suspects have been identified. Well, quiet weather today, but that's going to change tomorrow. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is tracking more snow. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, we are looking at another bout of snow, and tomorrow's going to be a lot more impactful than what we got last night. At least we're going to see more accumulation. Now, we do have this coating of snow on the roads. Some of the roads might be slick throughout the afternoon because I don't think we're going to get above freezing and melt any of that off. All right, we do have a First Warn alert day tomorrow, and that's because we're talking about some locations picking up over 3 inches of snow, and it's going to be a pretty steady snow in the afternoon into the early evening, all of southern Wisconsin, and occasionally it could be moderate to heavy. I think the highest totals are going to fall just to the north of Madison, but either way, all of us are going to see some impact for this Thursday going into Thursday night across all of southern Wisconsin. Boy, we were hoping we'd get some sun out here to maybe melt some of that snow off the roads, but it's just not in the cards today. We've got this colder air working in behind this weak system that moved in. We get these cold stratus clouds that have rotated on in, so I don't think we're going to see much sun today. Right now we're sitting at 27 with that north to northwest wind at 12, wind chill currently at 17. See on our visible cloud track, you can see some of these stratus clouds. They tend to kind of muddy the computer models up quite a bit because the models really don't pick up on that. But that's what we're seeing behind this system. That's why we're not really getting any of that sun out there. Now, we are looking at that 1 to 4 inches of snow. Some isolated spots could be talking about a little bit more than that north of Madison. And then on the backside of the system, it's going to be cold this weekend. Temperatures only in the 20s. So this snow that we get tomorrow is going to hang on right through the weekend into early next week. Will it hang on through Christmas? That remains to be seen because we are going to be warming up a little bit closer to 40 by Christmas. Right now, 27 in Madison, 29 in Middleton, Verona, currently at 30. Looking at mostly cloudy skies today as temperatures hover in the upper 20s to around 30 with a northwest wind making it feel a little bit cooler. We'll talk more about the impacts and the timing of this snow that's coming our way tomorrow, coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, we'll see you then. Thank you. New information about the allegations of abuse against Madison Alder Charles Miadze. A criminal complaint filed in Dane County says Miadze beat, strangled, and threatened to kill former Deputy Mayor Gloria Reyes while the two were dating. The 49-year-old Alder is charged with 8 felonies. Online court records show a judge set a signature bond for Miadze during his first court appearance Monday. This comes just days after the Madison Common Council voted to censure Miadze. We may soon find out what is in the House Ethics Report about former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. According to multiple sources, the House Ethics Committee secretly voted earlier this month to release the final report after the final House voting day of the year. This is a reversal from the committee's decision in November to keep it under wraps. The report was the result of an investigation looking into alleged drug use, possible sexual misconduct involving a minor, questionable financial activity, and other allegations against the Florida Republican. Today on social media, Gaetz responded to the decision, saying his previous behavior was, quote, embarrassing, though not criminal, end quote. New charges in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A Manhattan grand jury indicted 26-year-old Luigi Mangione of first-degree murder as an act of terrorism. He may be extradited to New York as soon as tomorrow. Liliana Luciano has that story.
Luigi Mangione is facing 11 charges in New York in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson 2 weeks ago. Among them, first-degree murder in furtherance of terrorism.
Could you describe just how rare it is for your office to charge with first-degree murder?
They are reserved for, the most abhorrent conduct, killing a police officer, serial killing, and the terrorism is one subsection of that.
Ricky Kleeman is a criminal defense attorney.
This charge of murder in the first degree under these circumstances as an act of terrorism is highly unusual. What you have is an action that is designed to coerce and intimidate the civilian population.
Mangione was arrested at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania last Monday. Police there say he had a ghost gun that New York investigators claim matches shell casings found at the crime scene. Mangione is being represented by high-profile prosecutor turned defense attorney Karen Friedman Agnifilo. Before she was representing Mangione, Agnifilo discussed a potential defense strategy.
It looks to me like there might be a not guilty by reason of insanity defense that they're going to be thinking about, because the evidence is going to be so overwhelming that he did what he did.
Do you see insanity as a wise defense?
The only viable defense in this case is an insanity defense.
And Mangione is due back in court in Pennsylvania for a hearing about the extradition tomorrow morning. We will be there. The district attorney said he has indications that the defendant may waive that hearing, at which point he would be brought to New York. But if he continues to fight it, the DA said he is prepared to push forward. At that point, the New York governor, who has said she intends to issue a warrant for his extradition, would do so, and then the Pennsylvania governor would have to sign it. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, New York.
Still ahead for us this afternoon, the Federal Trade Commission introduces a new rule to ban junk fees. Plus, Congress unveils a new spending measure to keep the federal government funded.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers. Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
Can your roof survive another winter? Winter winds can loosen and blow off shingles. Freezing rain can cause shingles to crack and leak. Protect your roof now with RoofMax. because nobody wants to replace their roof, especially in the middle of winter. RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 to 15 years, guaranteed, at a fraction of the cost of a new one. Call now and we'll give you a free evaluation of your roof.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, co-pays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
Are you tired of the constant pain, numbness, tingling, and the poor balance caused by peripheral neuropathy? At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we help patients just like you with our non-invasive treatment options designed to reduce pain and improve balance and function without the need for drugs or surgery. Our personalized approach focuses on treating those symptoms and giving you back the life you deserve. Experience the benefits of a treatment plan designed to restore your quality of life. Call to schedule your complimentary consultation today.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhoffels. Discover the advanced pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now, Queen Tempur-Pedics start at just $52 per month when you use Steinhoffels' 60-month special financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now. Moving forward for you.
The Federal Trade Commission has a new rule to ban so-called junk fees on hotels and live event tickets. The regulation requires companies to disclose all costs to the consumer in a timely, transparent, and truthful manner. The aim is to prevent surprise charges, such as resort or service fees, right at the end of a transaction, which the federal agency describes as deceptive. The new rule is set to go into effect next year. Members of Congress have unveiled a bipartisan spending measure that would keep the federal government funded through mid-March. It includes around $100 billion in disaster aid and $10 billion in economic assistance to farmers. Lawmakers have until Friday to pass the bill in order to avert a shutdown. And the restaurant chain best known for its Tex-Mex menu, Taco Bell, now says it wants to reimagine the chicken nugget. Starting tomorrow, the chain will serve up its new all-white meat chicken bites covered in a crunchy tortilla chip breading. Taco Bell is also partnering with Hidden Valley on a new signature dipping sauce, as well as 2 other sauce flavors, Fire Ranch and Jalapeno Honey Mustard. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Here's your stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is up 153 points, NASDAQ up 39, and the S&P 500 up 10. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Up next, Pam has a look at the ag numbers, and Kelly is tracking the first warn forecast. And later on Live at 4, why more Americans are visiting Japan this year.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for beautiful furniture, sofas, chairs, and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
Ever wonder why your house is so cold and drafty? Knowing the answer could save you a lot of money. Usually, the problem is your walls. That's why USA Foam Insulation is such a game changer. It's easily installed from the outside and fills up your wall cavities with cold-blocking foam. Your warm air stays inside, your furnace runs less, and you get a lower gas bill. And right now, USA Insulation has their best deals of the year because they know winter is when you need it the most.
USA Insulation. I've got arthritis in my joints. I would walk 10 steps and not have to sit down. I wanted to do anything other than go through the pain and the effort of the surgery.
That's when Mike discovered QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. All natural treatments to restore and repair your damaged joint tissue and get you back to living a normal life again with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
Afterwards, I felt like I really made the right choice. It's a tremendous success.
Join tens of thousands of satisfied patients who have found lasting relief from their joint pain. Request a free consultation and find out if you're qualified for this therapeutic breakthrough. Call 608-927-4530.
If you want to avoid the process of surgery and the pain and the effort, you need to go to QC Kinetics.
Isn't it time you got your life back? Call now for your free consultation. 608-927-4530. 608-927-4530.
From our Dwellings family to yours, happy holidays.
Wake up every morning with Savannah Brito and her Plan Your Day forecast, designed to help you plan your day before you walk out the door. Plan your day with Savannah. Weekday mornings starting at 4:30, only on News 3 Now this morning.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Bigger cases.
She was lured to your apartment.
Higher stakes. Never seen before in daytime.
In front of millions of people.
Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 3. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee for your Midwest Farm Report. I'm looking at the calendar and I can't believe we're 1 week out from Christmas Day, Pam.
Crazy. Well, that means the snow is arriving about on time, although some of us that might have some commuting to do might not necessarily welcome it. But I'll tell you what, for a lot of people that wish for a white Christmas, that's a good thing. Money Watch kind of stole a little bit of the old farm babes' thunder today. I was going to remind you again that they're pressing business out in Washington, D.C. that a lot of farmers, including our Wisconsin farmers, are waiting on. $10 billion that right now is included in that last-minute ditch effort to keep the government running. That $10 billion for agriculture as it stands. It's just to get by. Farm Bureau had wanted $15 to $20 billion dedicated to agriculture. One item that might impact you, it would allow for E15 use to be year-round. Here in Wisconsin, that's not an issue, but in many regions of the United States, it kind of comes off the market at certain times of the year. So that's one other item that's included. We'll wait and see. You know, it's a happy time of the year for a lot of us that are looking forward to seeing friends and family, but it can also be a time where people that are suffering maybe first-time loss of somebody they love can go through depression, loneliness. Farmers are not necessarily insulated from that. Poor economic conditions, tough weather from 2024, not looking real great financially for 2025. Just wanted to remind everybody that the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture Farm Center has a great hotline. It's available anytime you want to call it, but they're there during business hours, but they'll get back to you. If you think somebody doesn't speak your language, if you don't think that people around you understand the challenges you're facing, the Farm Center staff does. They're trained on this. The other service that's available through the Department of Agriculture is our Farmer Wellness Program. Now, that's a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week kind of situation. That is the kind of a service that if you're looking for somebody that understands what you're up against, you're maybe going to get a voucher for counseling. They are there to help 24/7. And the good news, I just talked to Randy Romansky, our Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection Secretary, and he said that most of the vouchers are getting used. That's a good thing. When they first started that program, a lot of the vouchers went unused, if not because we didn't really understand the system, maybe because the available services weren't close enough or something like that. Well, now those vouchers are being used. So please don't shy away from tapping into those resources. You know, there's not a lot good news happening on our commodities. I just took a look at the screen. Soybeans have taken a nosedive today. Even our Class 3 milk that goes into cheese is down. Quiet on the cheese market. Barrel cheese is unchanged. 40-pound block cheese is unchanged. AA butter down a penny today at $2.51 a pound. I do know that we've got our, what month is this? I guess it would be November milk production figures coming out on the 20th. So tomorrow's the 19th. We should be getting it by the end of the week, and the market's a little nervous about that. Otherwise, Josh, It's just like Laurel and Hardy. I'm scratching my head. I do not understand what's going on out there. I'll try to get you the news for tomorrow.
Well, hey, we'll look forward to that. You know, we had Allison Dairyland on the morning show earlier this week about all the ways to use Wisconsin butter for Christmas. So there are some ways.
Isn't she a kick?
Yes, to support those farmers.
First non-farm Alice. Love her.
I love it. All the first.
Yeah.
We're okay with first. That's okay. You got to change things up sometimes.
Right. You bet.
All right,
See you later,
Pam.
buddy. Have a good day.
Yes, you too. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, we could see some more snow heading our way tomorrow. Kelly issued an alert day for that incoming snow. What do you got for us, Kelly?
Yeah, this will be probably the biggest snow we've had so far this season, so that will be impacting travel across southern Wisconsin. I know a lot of folks want to see the snow, but if you have to be traveling, tomorrow's not going to be a great day to be doing that. That's why we have the first warn alert day. Because of the potential of some locations picking up 3 to 4 inches of snow, it looks like the highest totals are going to be just to the north of Madison. So if you're going to be traveling, if you have travel plans, I know a lot of folks may be taking off for Christmas, headed into the weekend. If you were going to do it before the weekend, maybe want to hold off until Friday because it's not going to be good if you're going to be traveling up to the cities, northern Wisconsin. If you're traveling south, things won't be quite as bad, but all of southern Wisconsin, Thursday and Thursday night, we do have the first warn alert day. So the morning commute, not looking too bad. This is the Madison forecast. Might start to see some light snow showers moving in during the late morning hours, but the better chances will be coming in after the noon hour, and it's going to be pretty steady throughout the afternoon into the early evening. So the biggest impacts will likely be affecting the evening commute. That's when that snow is really going to be accumulating. Visibilities could be down close to a half a mile with occasionally moderate to heavy snow. It should start to taper off after midnight going into our Friday morning. So as mentioned, if you're traveling to the south, the impacts are going to be less. Now, if you're in Madison areas to the north, that's going to be the highest impacts. And then as you head over toward Lake Michigan, they could be seeing some lake-enhanced snow as well. That'll continue right through Thursday night. Right now, everything's quiet. We just have some cold stratus clouds that have been streaming on in. It would have been nice to get some of that sun out there. We're trying to get a few peaks here and there. At least it's not really gray. Now, as far as tomorrow, that snow in Madison really not developing until later in the morning, more likely toward the noon hour, but fairly steady throughout the afternoon and evening. You can see that continues right up until midnight. Should become a little bit more scattered after midnight, but may still even linger into the morning commute Friday, but a lot of that will be out fairly quickly Friday morning. So as we track this out, starting out Thursday morning, maybe some snow showers up toward Watoma, up toward the Fox cities. Some of this starting to spread into western areas as we go through the morning hours. But here at noon, we're starting to see some of that snow spread into Madison, but the more steady snows off to the west, really deteriorating conditions as far as travel is concerned. And then as we get into 3, 4 o'clock, all of southern Wisconsin, including Madison, maybe not quite toward Janesville yet, but all of us seeing quite a bit of impacts, and this will continue right through the evening hours. It does start to get a little bit more scattered as we get toward the midnight hour, but still expecting some of these snow showers wrapping around even into a Friday morning before everything moves out by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, moving out. And we're looking at snowfall totals. As mentioned, this can be a wide swath of 3 to 6 inches of snow from eastern North Dakota through Minnesota, Wisconsin, 1 to 3 from Madison areas to the south. And you can see the heaviest totals just to the north of Madison, where they could be talking about 3, 4 inches of snow, maybe a little bit more for some. 1 to 3, the lesser amounts toward the Illinois border. All right, our first warn forecast 30 today with mostly cloudy skies. That first warn alert day with on and off snow, pretty steady snows though in the afternoon and evening hours. And we're going to hang on to the snow. Any snow that we accumulate is going to stick around through this weekend. So any of the snowboarders, the skiers that want to get out and take advantage of the snow, do it this weekend. It is going to be warming up. It remains to be seen whether or not that snow will hold on into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as temperatures get up close to 40. Could see a little bit of a mixed precipitation on Monday of next week as well.
It's too bad Christmas wasn't this weekend. We'd have a guaranteed white Christmas.
Guaranteed. Now, next week, that's the question. Will this snow stick around right through Christmas Day? We'll see.
All right,
we'll
Kelly.
have to see.
Yeah, we'll be watching. Thank you. Howard is in the gift-giving spirit in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
The holiday season is a great time to thank all those special people in our lives. And today, we're sharing a sweet way to do it. So make sure you stick around.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I need help for my mom. She has dementia. I want a Grace so Mom can get care at home. You know what people say about them? I can't imagine better support through such a painful time. A Grace. authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? How about
Hi, Grandma.
How about
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, sis. Guess who's home?
You made it. Smile, everyone. Measure your life in
Fixing broken garage doors, that's all we do here at Precision.
Same day, every day, all day.
We've seen it all.
Our vehicles are literally like a warehouse on wheels.
Here at Precision, we can fix your spring the same day and get you on your way.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Winning at Ho-Chunk Gaming just got bigger, like mega bigger. When you win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, you're automatically entered into our mega jackpot winners quarterly drawings with a grand prize drawing on January 18th to win a new Jeep Wagoneer Carbide and a chance for $100,000 in cash. Jackpot weekly drawings are going on now. Mondays, 10 winners, $500 in rewards play. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Get into Steinhoffel's and test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress for your chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Right now, save up to $800 on adjustable base sets and get up to $300 in Steinhoffel's cash. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at just $38 per month with Steinhoffel's 60-month financing. So save big and rest easy on a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Steinhoffel's. Shop in-store or online today at steinhoffels.com.
I am so grateful for all the special people who have helped me out throughout the year, which is why when the holiday comes around, I love thanking them all by giving them something sweet and homemade. This year, I've decided to give gift tins brimming with our decadently delicious Holly Jolly Fudge. Let me show you how easy it is. The first thing we do is combine some butter with sugar, heavy cream, and salt in a saucepan, and bring it to a boil. After it boils for about 5 minutes, we take it off the heat and slowly add in some powdered sugar and a bit of vanilla. Once it's super smooth, we stir in some red and green candied cherries that we've coarsely chopped up. This gets spooned into an 8-inch baking dish. Then we pop it in the fridge to set before cutting it up. While it's setting, you might want to run out and pick up a couple of gift tins or gift boxes, which you can probably find on sale right now. There's nothing nicer or more personal than a homemade gift made with lots of TLC. So whether you need something special for a teacher, hairdresser, or a coworker, this is the way to go. To get the step-by-step instructions for our Holly Jolly Fudge, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fudgy holiday way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Kelly has a final check of your first warn weather.
Yeah, we did get the dusting of snow across southern Wisconsin last night. Still a little bit of a coating on some of those secondary roads, so allow some extra time or be a little bit cautious out there. Tomorrow, though, the first warn alert day, 1 to 4 inches widespread, so it's going to be a pretty steady snow tomorrow. A cold weekend, 20s.
Thanks for joining us.